So this is a topwater bait that can be fished a million different ways. So when I think of topwater, big fish eat up, okay? Big females, small fish, every fish in the lake, when they commit to eating up, if you can get that blow up or that initial strike, it's gonna, 9 times out of 10, I feel like those are the bigger fish. This is not a finesse tactic. This is straight up power fishing. And this is what you want to put the bigger fish in the boat at the end of the day. So why is it, like I said, why is it so effective? It mimics so many things. It does not just mimic just a frog. You know, you got whites and it looks like a shad skipping across the surface. It looks like a bluegill, you know, injured bluegill. It looks like a frog. It looks like a baby duck. It looks like a million things that a bass eats and attacks. And this is why it's so effective. It's extremely weedless. It comes to cover amazing. You can skip it, you can bomb it over grass, and it comes through like so good. The hooks are really sleek and slender, and they fit against the body, and it comes through cover amazing. Lay downs, anything. And when these fish eat it, the body collapses, and those hooks gouge. This is just why it's so effective. It's a great, great, great bait. So we got, I'm gonna start with what would I throw a frog on? You're not gonna want to throw a frog on a spinning rod and monofilament. We're talking about big meaty hooks, and you're gonna want a bait caster on braid. This is probably one of my favorite frogging rods right here. This is a Halo HFX 7/6 heavy. Now, you can be cautious with your lengths because a 7/6 is a little bit longer rod. It might be a little harder to roll cast, but I think of a 7/6 heavy when I'm making bomb cast. I want to get a lot of line off my reel, and I just want to slow twitch. This is not going to be a rod. Now, this is going to be my heavier cover rod, like big laydowns, big mats of grass when I need the extra length to get them out. Now, if I'm around docks, shade lines, laydowns, skipping it under bushes, I might revert to, like, say, a 7/3 medium heavy. It'll be a little bit softer tip, a little bit softer rod. I'm gonna be a little bit more target casting with it. And you can actually run a 7/6 or 7/9 extra heavy rod when you're mat fishing. You need to get those fish out of those big, thick, heavy grass mats. You're gonna want a heavier action rod. So there's 3 or 4 different actions that I'll use. You don't want to use a medium action. You don't want to use a cranking rod. You're gonna think medium heavy at the lightest end on the sparsest cover, and extra heavy on the upper end on the heaviest cover. If you keep that frame with a frog, you'll put everyone in the boat. Let's talk about line. I'm gonna throw this on 50-pound braid minimum. Minimum. You don't want to throw this on 30. You don't want to throw this on 40. Line size is not gonna matter with this frog. You're gonna want to throw this on 50-pound minimum. I throw, 50-pound around sparse stuff, and then I'll go to 65, and I've thrown 75 or 80-pound braid in the heaviest stuff. So straight braid, no monofilament leader, no fluorocarbon leader. This is straight braid, zero drag. I can't express this enough. This is not a finesse technique. This is the capital P of power fishing. You're gonna want a 7/3, 8-to-1 reel, a really fast reel, okay? So you got a fast gear ratio reel, you got a straight braid, you got a heavy rod. You get a blow up on this frog, this isn't gonna be you're not gonna have drag set either. This is lock the drag down, tighten your britches up, and put them in the boat. When I'm frog fishing and I get a blow up, 9 times out of 10, depending on the size of the fish, I'm not going to let get his head back in the water.